Hello. Welcome to part 1 of the claim submission training video series. This video will cover submitting professional claims. In this first section, we will explore submitting a basic professional claim. Log into the Electronic Verification System or EVS portal. If you need assistance with this step, please see Chapter 1 of the EVS User Manual on the Nevada Medicaid website at medicaid.nv.gov. From the My homepage, navigate to the Claims tab. Hovering over this tab will populate the subpages underneath. Clicking it, as shown in this example, will open up a page with links to all of those subpages. To submit a professional claim, click the Submit Claim Professional link. Claim submission is a 3-step process. In Step 1, you will provide information on the provider, patient, and claim in the corresponding panels. All of the fields marked with a red asterisk are required fields. The claim type dropdown will default to professional. For a basic claim, leave it as such. The billing provider information is automatically populated as well. It will show the billing provider ID and ID type of the provider that the signed-in user is associated with. The billing provider service location will pre-populate with the primary service address based on the billing provider ID. Select the appropriate provider type and service location for the type of service being billed from the drop-down menu if it is not already present. Scroll to view the remaining required fields. The remaining fields in the provider information panel can be completed if applicable to the claim. If a rendering provider is entered, a rendering provider service location is required. Once you have completed the provider information section, move down to patient information and click on the recipient ID field. Enter the 11-digit recipient ID in the appropriate field. The last name, first name, and birth date will be automatically populated based on the recipient ID that is entered. The last name, first name, and birth date will be automatically populated based on the recipient ID that is entered. Scroll to the next section, Claim Information. As a reminder, the fields marked with a red asterisk are required. The remaining fields should be completed if the information is applicable to the claim. Some fields, such as accident-related, will cause new fields to appear, if answered affirmatively. Click on the first required field, and type in the patient number. Select yes or no for the transport certification question. If yes is chosen, additional fields will appear and are situationally required. Select yes or no to answer if there is a signature on file. Do not check the Include Other Insurance box for basic claim submissions. The total charged amount is a read-only field and will display the total charge amount associated with the claim. Click Continue to move to the next step. Step 2 of submitting a basic claim is where you will report diagnosis codes. When Step 2 is first displayed, all of the panels are expanded. Click Collapse All to close all panels, or click the minus icon to close only that panel. Click the diagnosis code field. The first diagnosis entered is considered to be the principal or primary diagnosis code. This portal allows for up to 8 diagnosis codes. Omit the decimal in the diagnosis code when typing it into the system. Entering the first 3 letters or numbers of the code will provide a predictive search result. Click the Add button to add each diagnosis code. The primary diagnosis code will appear in line 1. If you added this code in error, click the Remove link in the far right action column. Once you have entered all of the diagnosis codes pertaining to this claim, click Continue. Step 3 of submitting a basic claim will allow you to provide service details and attachments for the claim. When the Step 3 is first displayed, not all of the panels are expanded, as illustrated by the first panel titled Diagnosis Codes. To collapse all of the panels, click the Collapse All link at the top, or click the minus icons on each panel to close only that panel. Alternatively, you may click the plus icons on each collapse panel to expand only that panel, or you may click the Expand All link to expand all of the panels in this step. Scrolling will show all of the panels expanded now that the link has been clicked. The first panel you will interact with is Service Details. Up to 50 service details may be added to a professional claim. All of the fields marked with a red asterisk are required fields. The Diagnosis Pointers field is a cross-reference to the diagnosis entered on the previous page. The procedure code and modifier fields utilize the predictive search feature when you type the first 3 letters or numbers. Click the appropriate search result for the field. Once the required information has been completed, you will scroll to a subpanel within the service details where the National Drug Code, NDC, and quantity for each claim line can be reported if applicable. Nevada Medicaid requires this information when a claim requires a physician-administered drug. To add NDC information to the service line, expand the NDCs for SVC section by clicking on the plus icon. Once expanded, all of the fields are required. Once all of the NDC information has been entered, click the Add button to add the claim line. Select the sequence number of any service detail line item to update details such as the service date, procedure code, units, or charge amount. Click the Save button to save the changes. Click the Reset button to clear any of the changes to the service detail. To cancel any updates and close the service detail, click the Cancel button as shown in this example. To include attachments electronically with a claim, click the plus icon and complete all of the fields marked with a red asterisk. Up to 10 attachments can be added per claim. However, the combined size of all attachments cannot exceed 4 megabytes. For this reason, PDF is the recommended attachment type. Click the Submit button to complete the claim creation process. After clicking the Submit button, the Confirm Professional Claim page will display with the claim details to review before submission. As with previous pages, you may click the Expand All and Collapse All links to show or hide all of the panels at once. You may also choose to click the plus or minus icons to display or hide individual panels. Click the Print Preview button to print a copy of the Confirm Professional Claim page. Click on the Cancel button to cancel the claim submission. Click the Confirm button to submit the claim. The confirmation screen will appear after the claim has been submitted. It will display the claim status and claim ID. Click Print Preview to view the claim details. Click the Copy button to copy the claim data. Click the Adjust button to resubmit the claim. Click the New button to submit a new claim. Click the View button to view the details of the submitted claim. This next section will illustrate any steps to submit a professional crossover claim that differ from those in the previous section which showed how to submit a basic claim. Crossover claims include Medicare Traditional and Advantage or replacement plans. Claim submission is a 3-step process. In Step 1, you will provide information on the provider, patient, and claim in the corresponding panels. If Medicare made payment on a claim or left an amount to patient responsibility, such as coinsurance, copay, or deductible, it is considered a crossover claim. Select Crossover Professional from the Claim Type drop-down. If Medicaid denied the claim, this is not a crossover claim and Professional should be selected. By selecting Crossover Professional, a new panel titled Medicare Crossover Details will display at the bottom of Step 1. Use the Medicare explanation of benefits to complete the following fields as applicable: allowed Medicare amount, deductible amount, coinsurance amount, psychiatric services amount, Medicare payment date, and Medicare payment amount. There are no additional details required in Step 2 when submitting a professional crossover claim. You will complete Step 2 of the claim submission process the same as basic claim submission. However, on the Step 2 screen, you will have additional information displayed based on details provided in the last step. Step 3 of submitting a crossover claim will allow you to provide service details and attachments for the claim. The Medicare Crossover Details panel will display at the bottom of the Service Details panel when Crossover Professional is selected as the claim type in Step 1. Use the Medicare explanation of benefits to complete the fields as applicable. The last section of this video will illustrate any steps to submit a professional third-party liability or TPL claim that differ from those in the first section which showed how to submit a basic claim. Claim submission is a 3-step process. In Step 1, you will provide information on the provider, patient, and claim in the corresponding panels. In Step 1, the only difference between a basic claim and one with TPL is to click the box at the end of the claim information panel titled Include Other Insurance. Step 2 will allow you to provide other insurance details. If the recipient has other insurance carrier information on file with Nevada Medicaid, the policy information will auto-populate in the Other Insurance Details panel as shown in this example. Remove any carriers not applicable to this claim by clicking the Remove link under the Actions column on the right side. If the recipient does not have other insurance carrier information on file with Nevada Medicaid, the policy information will not auto-populate in the Other Insurance Details panel. Other insurance details can be added by clicking the plus icon. Complete all of the required fields marked with a red asterisk. Click the Add Insurance button to add the other insurance details to the claim. Select the sequence number of any other insurance line item to update details such as the allowed amount, and paid date for the specific other insurance carrier. Scroll to view the entirety of this panel. For professional claims, the Claim Adjustment Details panel in Step 2 should be collapsed. Do not enter any information into the Claim Adjustment Details in this step. Click Cancel Insurance to cancel any updates to the other insurance details, or click Save Insurance, as this example shows, to save the information to the Other Insurance Details line. Step 3 of submitting a claim with third-party liability will allow you to add other insurance and adjustment details on the service detail line. As a reminder, this section will only cover procedures differing from those found in a basic claim submission. When Step 3 opens, scroll to the Service Details panel and the Other Insurance for Service Details section within that panel. If there are no other insurances listed, you may click the plus icon, complete the fields with a red asterisk, and click Add Insurance. Once you see the other insurance listed, click the sequence number in the Other Insurance for Service Detail panel to add the adjustment details. Scroll to the Claim Adjustment Details panel. Complete the required claim adjustment detail fields, marked with a red asterisk. Click the Add Adjustment button. Click the Save Insurance button to save the other insurance information with the claim adjustment details. Click the Save button to save the updates to the service detail line. Thank you for watching part 1 of the claim submission video series. Should you need instructions on claim submission for a different provider type, please see the provider type listings under each part to determine which in this video series will be the most beneficial. This concludes this installment of the Claim Submission Training video series. For more information on any of the topics covered in this video or for further training opportunities, please visit our website at www.medicaid.nv.gov. Should you have any questions, please reach out to Nevada Provider Training at GainwellTechnologies.com.